Hello, everyone. You know what time it is. It's coffee time. That's right, with Michael Sanchez. How's everyone doing today? Uh, it's a cold one today, that's for sure. And you know what everyone's talking about? Everyone's talking about this big storm, this winter storm that's hitting everybody, it looks like, except for those folks over there in Florida. I got a couple friends over there like bragging about it, rubbing it in, if you will, but all in good fun. Anyway, yeah, it's been interesting. Was at work yesterday, and they were talking about it, and I told everybody, it'll probably be a dud. We'll probably miss it, but no, well, we're not missing it. Not over here. Not over here in South Carolina. We're getting spanked by it. Uh, folks here are not used to seeing this white stuff down on the ground. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's definitely slippery. Definitely slippery out there. It's yeah, it'll be an interesting ride if you're out there on the road. I suggest if you don't need to go out there, don't go out there. That's for sure. Oh, I got someone here. Let's see who we got out there. Hello there. Can you hear me? Got somebody. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. I see you out there. Look like you want to try to get in. Unmute yourself. You there? Got somebody there. Let's see. You can text me if you have a question or two. But yeah, try to unmute yourself so we can hear you. Anyway, like I said, it's about 27 degrees out there. It is cold, very cold. Uh, Took my little doggy out there, my German Shepherd. We were having a ball early this morning, but it's a bit much to be hanging out there. You know what I mean? It's a bit much to be sitting out there in that cold weather. Because yeah, you freeze. But it was nice to see kids out there, in their sleds and whatnot. So they're not used to it, but take advantage of it while it's out there. But you can only be there for so long. Let's see. Got somebody there trying to get in here.
Hello,
Let's
can you
see.
hear me?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. And who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to your friendly neighborhood weatherman in South Jersey.
Friendly neighborhood weatherman, huh? Now, is this a local, your local guy, huh?
Local guy from South Jersey.
Some, but definitely not from not from the south. That's for sure, right?
No, not at all. Not from the Carolinas.
Not from the Carolinas. Got you. Well, as you know, everyone's talking about this crazy storm. That's the talk of the town right now. We're not used to seeing this white stuff out here. What about your neck of the woods?
Well, in our neck of the woods, man, you would have thought that it was an earthquake happening or something like that, where you had to gather things and rush to the stores to grab food, grab your salt and stuff like that. I mean, we're running out of supplies down here, but we did get about I'm gonna say between 6.5 inches of snow in total so far, but right now it's changing to some sleet, so it's gonna make the conditions um, even more grave out there because the snow's going to be heavy. Right now
Got
it's very flaky, so you could shovel. It's not as bad, but yeah, over here you could pretty much say it's a disaster.
got That's exactly. So you're having issues going to the store getting your supplies. Like what kind of supplies should people get? While they're out there.
All right. Well, usually when you have weather like this, I mean, you need salt, right? So places were running out of salt. I mean, there were there was a gas station that had a bag of salt, a 50-pound bag of salt for $30. I mean, who
Wow,
wants to pay $30? It was 30 to
$30.
$35 for a bag of salt that was a 50-pounder. So that goes to show you how much they upped the salt You know, you know,
Now, how much would a bag like that cost you? The regular price?
a regular price. Well, a 40-pound bag costs you between $13 to $15 at your
Wow,
nearest like
that's
Home
a big
Depot.
markup, huh?
Yeah, for 10 more pounds, yes. At Lowe's, you could buy that for $13. You know what I mean? Everybody else is
Gotcha.
having it for like 24, 30. You know, I don't know what this world's coming down to. Just upping up the price just because they're running out of salt. And
Now, is there like an alternative?
an alternative, well, there are different things that you could use. I think I was seeing people buy sand. Um, I don't know if the sand was to put it on top of the snow, underneath the snow, for what it was for. But there's options. I mean, um, the pellets water, what you use for water in your homes. They sell these big giant pellets. They're like maybe an inch wide or something like that. People be
Right.
breaking those down for salt, but I wouldn't
Uh,
recommend that. I mean, it's the last
Gotcha.
resort. That's what you use, or just buy some Morton salt. You know what I mean? You have that home. Just
Morton
pour
salt,
some
huh?
Morton salt. Yes,
Uh, does it is
salt
it
is
is it
salt.
effective?
It's salt. It'll do the
It's
job.
it's salt. Ah, gotcha. Well, I got Lorraine Carey here. She lives all the way in Florida, so she's spoiled. How you doing, Lorraine?
Hey, how's everybody over there?
Okay,
I,
everybody's good.
yeah.
It's 79 degrees here in Florida,
Oh,
but
thank you.
yeah,
Well, now you
I'm gonna stop. I'm not here to brag because I've been through snowstorms, but one of the things I want to say that my husband has worked in food international shipping, and let me just tell you, there's a huge profit from food manufacturers and stores when you have an event like this because people will go and stock up and they'll run this thing to the hilt. They'll play this thing to the hilt, let me tell you.
What say you, Mr. Jersey guy?
Yeah, well, that's the same thing here. People are acting like they're going to be trapped in their homes for like 2 or 3 days. I mean, this stuff takes a day. Cleanup takes about a couple hours. I mean, you be up and going within no time. The supplies in the stores with like food. I mean, Aldi's was like out. If you go to the bread aisle, if you go to the potato aisle, it didn't matter what aisle you went to, empty. You would think it was the end of the world.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
I had that problem trying to get some bread and eggs. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was
Oh,
gone. Right.
yeah, you have to wear your battle armor when you go to the market in these situations.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Yep.
Hmm.
So, Mr. Weatherman, why do you think that it's always bread and milk? That's usually the first thing to go.
I, I don't understand. I don't understand. That's something that you should have in your home at all times. Why run out to get bread, eggs, and milk? I mean, it's you have an abundance of that. Why go and buy 5 loaves of bread, 5 cartons of eggs, and 2 gallons of milk? For what? You know what I mean? You're making bread pudding afterwards? Because I think that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot of bread pudding made. I know I've only
Lorraine, what do
got
you say about that, Lorraine?
Well, like I said, when I lived in the Caymans, and in the when hurricane season came, and even here in Florida, people panicked. You should always, I was raised. You always have enough in your home. My mother canned. We had if people remember what a root cellar is, because I was born and raised in Northeast Ohio. We had a root cellar, and she always canned peaches and tomatoes, and you never want to be at that point where you are at the mercy of a grocery store. You need to be proactive.
it's
What?
true. It's true about that.
Hmm.
My wife is very proactive, and sometimes I'll be like, why we do that? But indeed,
Hmm.
we have to be proactive in making sure we do have the stuff. Because if we
Right.
don't, we're running around, you know, like crazy mad people trying to locate supplies and stuff like that. So it is true. Sometimes I get mad at it, but I mean that's in the moment, you know. Because sometimes I feel like you're just wasting money or what, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you're wasting money ahead of time,
Right.
not knowing. But you know, not knowing is why you do it,
So, Mr. Weatherman, but if your wife does tell you, hey, we need this, you're gonna go ahead and do it, right?
and we have to. I could reject in doing it, but at the end of the day, it'll still get picked up or done.
The supremacy clause, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
the woman has
Uh,
the last clause. So
got you. So, Lorraine, you guys, what you been hearing over there about what's going on over here?
You really want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Well, when you have unusual situations and it reaches this far south, you begin to, there's talk of weather manipulation. And I don't know if we want to go down that rabbit hole or not, but, I belong to a group here where, we're really trying to get into this and research it and write letters to the powers that be to see if they can change anything. But, there's been weather manipulation for since World War II. They were seeding clouds, I believe, over in, Germany, and they did it as far as Vietnam. And, they do it for farmers. And then, we have the institution called HARP. If you're aware of, HARP,
Yes.
and a lot of people are saying that they're the ones that they are doing scientific, they have a lot of projects going, and one of the projects is to manipulate the weather. And I've been in Florida 6 years now, and we've never had fog. This year we had the most dense, really strange fog ever. And there was somebody in Tampa that collected a sample, okay, and put it under a microscope, and they found totally, elements that should not be in fog, like aluminum and strontium and different things and it was thick. So, really, really makes you wonder: are they bringing this upon us for a certain reason?
Well, Mr. Weatherman, what say you about
What do you
manipulation
say?
of the weather?
I believe it's true. I mean, right now, I mean the weather, the way it's going everywhere, where it's like it's rain, it could be cold today, it could be like the other day it was like 41 degrees. All of a sudden, the next day we go all the way down to 20. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in the instant. Like why? That I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that back in the day, it was like that, and now you see it even more. I mean, Florida just had a little bit of snow not too long ago, a couple days ago.
Correct. They did
Um,
up in the northern panhandle. Yes. They had more
yeah,
snow on the beach. I mean,
yeah,
crazy. Just really strange.
Now
yes.
that's the end of the world.
So I
That's
think
the
there's
end
a
of the
lot
world.
of that going on.
I
You
do
know,
too.
I'm not too much into all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because we
Hmm.
all know down here what's happening. But that's just another subject that I don't even like to get into because it's like political. I
Yeah.
don't care
Yeah.
for it too much.
I agree. You go down that rabbit hole, then you find other rabbit holes, and you get yourself to a point where you're so deep, you're really
Yes,
into it. How do you ever get out of it,
yes. We can only control what we can control, and that's how I live my life. Is just worry about today, and tomorrow will be another day.
There you
Right.
go.
Now, as a teacher, and we always had to be on playground duty during those years. And when it was windy, I remember, because every school, we had psychologists at the schools. The psychologist would send us an email or tell us, okay, it's going to be windy today. For some reason, it affects it, not just children, the behaviors are going to be off the chain. And it's true. It affects not only children, it affects somehow your body chemistry, and it makes you more, I would say, like combative and aggressive. And there's been research on this, and it is absolutely proven. Yes.
Yes,
Interesting.
indeed.
Interesting.
Yes, it's true.
So I'm sure that you guys over there in the north, in Jersey, y'all be fighting for those parking spaces when y'all cleaning up the spots. What say you?
Say it again.
You
Say
there?
again. Yes. Hello.
So what say you? Do they still fight for those spots? Once you clean
Mhm.
up the snow, you're fighting for it.
Um,
I remember that. I remember those days.
yes, it depends on where you're at. If you're in the hood, yes, you will be fighting for that spot. But if you live in the suburbs, it might be a little bit different. You know what I mean? You could just
Yeah.
shovel. I mean, we have a driveway, so it's a lot easier. But I mean, in our neighborhood here, you don't see that.
Good. Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
people used to put chairs, traffic cones,
Yes,
refrigerator if they could. You're right.
yes.
Mhm.
I mean, the first thing they do is pull out the trash can, like their trash is going out.
Yeah.
No, the trash is not going out. How you get a trash
So,
day on a Monday when trash day is usually on a Thursday? But hey, that's how it is.
so, what about the cleanup? How's the cleanup crews over there in those side roads? Are they good? Any good?
You want to handle that, Miss Lorene, or you want me to?
Clean up.
Oh, she
Well,
don't
I'm
get that
sorry.
in Florida, that's for sure.
in Florida, there's
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. This is still me. Okay.
not yet. But who knows? We could have a snowstorm next week. We just don't know.
That's true.
Well,
That is
We
true.
don't know.
Expect the unexpected, right?
Expect the unexpected, as they say.
So,
oh
as far
man,
as
my
here, the
friend Lau
trucks.
couldn't handle that well, that's for sure.
So usually here, the trucks in our area, they usually go do it like after 4 inches of snow. They'll do some cleanup, and then they'll do it frequently after that. They do throw the salt down, so they're usually pretty good in this neighborhood. Pennsauken's usually pretty good, you know.
Gotcha. Pennsauken. Is that a big
Yeah.
city?
Well, we're in Pennsauken. It's all right. It's not too big to me, but I mean it's big enough. You know?
Gotcha. Now I know back in the day, they used to plow those little side streets, but what for? Because you're closing everybody in. They can't get out because of all the pile of
That's
snow.
true.
So
Yes.
When you're in the country, my husband's family is still back in Ohio, and they're out in the country, and a lot of those backcountry roads, they don't get clear, so they're trapped.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they do it around here. I mean, they have areas here, like Shamong and stuff like that, where there's a lot of woods and all that, and you see all these trees, and you see just a little pathway where they go through. I can imagine when it gets this much snow. Well, I mean, if they get stuck or what, you know what I mean? It's like she said, you got to supply yourself for at least a week or so, because you might just be stuck in there. I'm not sure who does their driveway or that path to get out. So,
And they do
gotcha.
say a week. I was reading, as far
Mhm.
as getting your groceries, they said enough for 3 days, but then I guess they upped the, the regulations. They said you should have supplies at least for a week.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
So should you follow that rule, Mr. Weatherman?
Uh, on the food and supplies, you know what? You can never be too safe. So yeah, why not? I try not to go that route. Like I said, if I try to supply myself with what I need, but not overspend like
Hmm.
it's the end of the world. I leave that.
Gotcha.
I leave that to my wife.
She will do the spending. She will do the spending.
Yes, I'm the one that said don't spend no more, and she's the one that said, "Don't. It's okay. It's okay."
It's okay.
Every day she's been coming here with a bag or so. It's like I can't look at her because, and if you ask her, I just shake my head, and she knows what I'm gonna say. So I don't say anything, but she knows. She reads me, so she understands.
He's a-
She just she just looks away because she knows I'm aggravated. Because
so do the
I
folks
just see
over
the
there,
feminine
do they
side of
rush
it.
out? Do
That
the
again?
folks rush out there to be on the road when they shouldn't? Do they do that? Still do that?
Uh, Not really. I mean, listen, tomorrow's like a work day. A lot of people still come out. I mean, I work very early in the morning, so I'm out before a lot of people are out. So, um, but I mean, usually it's not that bad. The main roads are always clear. The highways, they do a good job. The main roads are always clear. Getting out of here, this area is usually pretty good. The only thing is if you shovel your driveway and all of a sudden the snowplow decides, let me come in one more time. Well, yes, it creates a
Yeah.
barrier. It creates a wall. You would think you were on a highway where they have those barriers, and
Oh
it's
Yeah.
God.
just a
Yeah.
big giant wall. Now you got to start all over, and you say to yourself,
Oh,
"No."
Yeah. 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 So, do the kids, they still go? 'Cause we're here in the South. Just a tiny little bit of snowflake, and the school is closed. But over there, do they still, during the blizzards, they're still walking to school and all that?
Well, no, they already canceled the schools as of like
Oh wow.
oh,
yesterday,
good,
so
good. That's
everybody
a
already
good
knows
call.
there's no school. Work continues, but the school's closed, so that's good.
Uh-huh.
So
And some
times
days,
have changed. I remember we used to be walking down the blizzard.
yeah,
You're going
Exactly,
to school. You're going to
exactly.
school. Yeah.
yes,
You
I
remember
used to
those
But
walk
days
it
when
around.
wasn't for us.
Yes, yes. Back in the day, I used to wear well, I wasn't good into wearing heavy jackets, and I remember having like a Michael Jackson like V cut jacket, leather, walking
Michael
walking through the
Jackson?
neighborhood trying to get to my school with my hair all wet, all frozen. Before I got to school, I couldn't even comb it because it was so hard.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, back in the day, it was horrible.
Yeah,
Back in
yeah.
the day.
Yes,
Back in the day, yeah. Walk at least a mile to school. Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Exactly.
In that
yep.
element. Jeez.
Yeah, that was me.
Kids today have no idea.
They
None.
don't. They really don't. No.
Yeah. Any horror stories for you, Lorraine, regarding the weather?
Well, I remember I was going to college and I had gotten there, I drove there, and or no, wait a minute. My mom dropped me off because yeah, she had dropped me off and gone to work. And I mean, it was snowing, but all of a sudden, I mean, it got terrible. They were closing the roads, and I'm like, good God, I'm going to be stuck here in college. They canceled the rest of the classes. So, and we had no phone, no cell phone. I'm like, how am I going to get home? I can't walk from Youngstown, Ohio, all the way to the burbs, the suburbs where I lived. But anyway, lo and behold, I go to the main center where they were sending all the students. And I don't know how I knew somehow. I go outside to see how the weather is, and there is my mother. It's snowing like crazy. She drove maybe 20 blocks away and walked up to get me. And we walked back to the car. We were just soaking wet. I'll never forget that. But yeah, she drove through all that snow to get me to bring me home. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was bad. It was
Any
bad.
horror stories for you, Mr. Weatherman? Any horror stories?
Horror stories? Yeah, the only horror stories, like I said, I went to the store yesterday, I ran out of eggs. What am I supposed to do there?
Now,
Not,
do you
not
guys
really.
uh when y'all go to the gas station, do you guys still you put your own gas or somebody else does it for you?
No, in Jersey, you people do their gas. I mean, people, you have people who work and pump the gas for you. But there are areas where they don't have enough attendance where you could still pump your
Right.
gas. Yes.
Gotcha. So, but
Instead, you can pump your
the
own gas.
gas spikes up when it snows.
Tell you the truth, not really, because I mean, right now here in Jersey, I mean, there's a Luke Oil around our neighborhood that is at 267.
That's not bad.
And that's not bad at all. You know,
Yeah, that's not bad.
right now, as I'm hearing from the windows and stuff like that, I mean, it's coming down heavy. It's snow, but it's also sleet at the same time.
Yeah, that's what's dangerous.
Yes.
So, how much are you guys expecting over there?
Well, they're saying 8 to 12, but I'm the weatherman.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the one that they should be listening to, not these people. But I mean, all in all, I think it's
8
gonna be.
to 12. Good God.
I think it's like 7. It's gonna be like 7 in total, but with this rain and stuff like that, it's just gonna make the snow heavy. And it's gonna be harder to, the road conditions are just gonna be horrendous trying to get to work and stuff like that. And the slippery conditions. Just people to just
Now, is this your scientific research? Is this from your equipment? Your information.
You don't know what my equipment is, man. I don't work with equipment. You know what I mean? I just look, observe, and then report.
So what do you do? Like, lick your fingertip of your finger and point up in the air, see where the wind blows?
Pretty much.
Watch where the birds fly.
I just do this for fun. I have fun doing it for my friends, and it's just a good pastime. But I'm like I said, I'm not the weather. If I'm wrong, it's okay. But if they're wrong, there's a problem. You know what I mean?
So it's definitely not official.
No, not at all.
Got you. Well, I should. So Lorraine, would you trust with a man like this?
Would I trust
Yes.
Ismael?
Yeah.
Probably. I like I said, they're all scientific based, but then there's a lot of independent weather people that have YouTube channels, and they do it for a hobby. Sometimes they're more correct than the ones that you see on the news channels.
Absolutely.
Would it be correct to say it's more common sense, or do you actually need all that equipment to say, yeah, this is going to happen? Da, 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 da.
Sometimes it's the obvious.
The obvious.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, before technology, blew up. I mean, how did they do it? You know what I mean? They looked at the stars. Pretty much they did what I did. Look up at the sky, listen to people say this, say that, and then you gather information. That's how I gather. I look at different news channels, outlets, and all that stuff, and just people talking, and then I create something out of it. And what it is, whether it's right or it's wrong, I could be wrong, but they can't be wrong. You know what I mean?
They can't be wrong.
They get it wrong. There was one
I
got fired for calling a snowfall and it didn't fall. It was like he predicted 10 inches or 12 inches and only 2 came down.
Now, what did you think he was trying just to get more news out of it, or what?
Who, the gentleman that reported that?
Yes.
Well, I don't. To tell you the truth, I think sometimes it's uncertain. Like you just don't know. It's what I mean. It's Mother Nature. It's what Mother Nature calls us.
That's right.
She decides. We don't.
Yeah, but he's right. You can't control Mother Nature. I mean, it looks great, but not on the radar. But you can't control Mother Nature.
I mean, look when we have hurricanes. All of a sudden say, okay, it's going to hit so and so, and then all of a sudden it'll turn. We all know that.
Yes. Yeah. To tell you the truth, leading up to today, before they predicted where the storm was coming from, which it was coming down like I'm gonna say like the left side of the map, right, coming into South Jersey and stuff like that. They
Right.
didn't know exactly when it was gonna hit. I
They
mean,
didn't.
they said that, I mean, I didn't make that up. They did, I mean,
They
and
did.
it was true. And to the last minute, they didn't know when it was going to start. So,
Gotcha.
No, that's crazy.
yeah.
Gotcha. A disclaimer there. Yeah, you got that clause there right now that whatever you say does not. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. There's a clause.
It's awful. This is awful fun. No, there's.
That's awful fun.
Don't take my word for it. I'm just a friendly neighborhood weather guy. That's it.
The best kind. That's the best kind.
Right?
But like in Florida, I remember, like I said, when I lived there, you can predict when it was going to rain and when it was going to be sunshine because it was always around the same time. Does that still
Yes.
happen?
It does. But like, Ismail was saying, the morning could be freezing and then, it could heat up in the afternoon. In Florida, I noticed the last couple years, it's weird. It'll be like, okay, it's really dark and dismal. It's raining in the morning. And then in the afternoon, the sun comes out and vice versa. It switches. It's strange.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be predictable. That's all. That's for
It's
sure.
very unpredictable.
Gotcha. So, what time are they calling it where it's going to end over there, Mr. Weatherman?
Tell you the truth, I heard like between 12 and 2.
12
12
and
and 2
2.
in the morning?
Yeah. Between
Wow.
12 and 2 as far as the snow.
Okay.
But then the sleep, so it did start to sleep at 12 o'clock. So, I mean, yes, I mean, if you look out there, I don't see snow as much. I see sleet with some rain, you know what I mean? So it's more wet than
Right.
anything, than snowflakes. So they did get that right. And I did a report not too long ago too, and I reported that.
You did a report.
Yeah.
You did a report. Okay. And what was that report?
The report was that the snow had fallen and we had about like 4 to 6, right? And that
Right.
it was going to be hailing by the time 12 o'clock hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And you know what? I was correct.
You were correct. Yeah.
Yes.
It was correct. Yeah. Well, it was predictable, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. So you knew it was going to happen
Yes, sir.
because you watch other stations.
Yeah, I watch people,
You
other
watch people.
businesses, you know.
You watch people.
But
Yeah.
it's pretty much on my own.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
there's no editing or anything like that. No, it's just what's
Gotcha.
on
So
my
you have
mind.
a good following out there?
Do I have a good following? Not
Yeah.
really. Just some friends. That's it. Not a lot.
Not a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
What
I
do
mean,
your
I don't. I just do it for fun. I don't really pull myself out to that
yeah.
thing where
And what do
everybody
your
knows
followers
stuff
say
like that.
about your reporting?
Well, my friends love it. They enjoy it. It's very entertaining. Would you say that, Miss Lorraine?
Well, yeah, you know what? It is entertaining. It's almost like, a story. Well, I should say it's like fiction writing because it's not fiction.
Yeah.
But people like to hear alternate, how should I say, versions. Like if you listen to one, and I think, Ishmael will agree with this. So you listen to maybe the weather forecast on your local channel, and then you go to maybe CNN or Fox.
Mhm.
You're going to hear a little different version, right?
Yes, all the time. Everybody
All
has
the time,
something
right?
different. Yes. Yep.
People want to hear something different, but you know what they want to hear? They want to hear hopeful because they're already in a state of panic,
Yes.
especially
But
with something like this.
they
So,
create.
Mr. Weatherman,
Yes.
when you make these reports, what
Uh-huh.
does your wife say about it?
Well, to tell you the truth, right? She hated it, right? And yesterday she said, before the snow, she was like, "Do your reporting," and I was shocked. I was really shocked. I was like, "She gonna tell me to do a weather report?" And it was true. So I did it. I went and said, "You know what?" She encouraged me to do it even more faster. I was like, "Okay, I'm
And
gonna
did
try."
she?
Yes, it's the first time she ever said it, so I was shocked. So yes, I did the weather report, being that she she did say do it. I was like, I was gonna do it regardless, but I wasn't waiting for an approval. But
So what
I
do you
got to
think
do
gave her
it.
a change of heart?
Huh?
What do you think gave her a change of heart, to, have you do this?
I don't know. I guess her relatives and stuff enjoy it too. My mother-in-law
Her
enjoys it.
relatives? Her
Yeah,
relatives, yeah.
yeah. The relatives,
They
her
don't look at
relatives
you
enjoy
funny? Yeah, they don't look at you
it.
funny or anything like that?
Nah, they say now I feel more comfortable knowing that you reported. That's what I got.
Ah, see,
There
that's
you
good.
go.
Good.
That's
There you
what
go,
I
that
got
trust
on my.
factor.
That's what I got on one of my comments.
Got you.
I
No, it's that
they said I
trust
feel
factor.
a lot safer now.
There you go. So do you remember Jim O'Brien?
Yes, he was my favorite weatherman in Channel 6. He
Oh,
died
Yes.
off of he parachuted
Yep.
from plane and the parachute didn't open or something like that.
oh, that's
Gotcha.
horrible.
Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah,
was. He was. I remember him. He was a great guy. Funny, funny, funny guy. I really
yeah,
enjoyed watching. I remember
yeah,
him. Yes.
yeah. Remember they used to call him Jimbo.
Jimbo. Yes.
Yeah,
Jimbo.
yeah.
I thought you said Dumbo for a minute.
Yeah, yeah, Jimbo. Yeah, Jim. He used to
Jimbo.
have all these small props in there. He used to stick in there with like a magnet on the
Yes,
on the. Yes.
yes. So that's how back in the day they used to put clouds. They used to put clouds over the whether it was Connecticut, New Jersey, or whatever. They used to put the sunshine, a magnet sticking on the thing. That's how back in the day was. There was no smart radar or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember those days. Yes, yes. You have any weather man or woman that you remember, Lorraine, from back in the day?
Um, gosh, not just we listened to like local people when I was growing up. I came from a suburb of Youngstown,
Mhm.
but I was going to say, talk about some weather people like to incite anxiety,
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm going to mention one. In fact, I quit following him during the hurricanes because he had me in such a tizzy. He had me almost having a break. His name is Max Velocity.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Ever hear of
Mm-hmm.
him? Yeah,
never heard
No.
of
What
he has
channel?
a YouTube channel and he talks very fast and he gets like excited, like it's coming in and you need to prepare and it's going to be life threat. And I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't take it. I just could not. I stopped listening to him.
Yes, you see that a lot now. It's like
You do.
like a lot of people do, a lot of news reporters do it. It's incredible. I just don't
It's
understand it.
awful. They
Yes, it
want
is.
clicks. They want views. That's what it
Yes,
is.
yes, yes. Yep.
And and you could clearly tell that they're not where they should be. All these big
Correct.
stars hitting at them. You know what I mean? But it's
Yes, they
all
should
fake.
be
It's all staged.
professional, not
Yes, it's staged.
inciting people to be, anxious and this man probably gives some people a few heart attacks.
Yes,
I
yes. I mean, they create anxiety,
They do.
panic and
They
everything,
do. Panic.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
But in all fairness, you still trust some of these folks. That they give us the correct information, right?
Well, we do.
Oh
We
yeah,
do.
yeah, yes, yeah, definitely have to. You know what I mean? I just do
So,
it
are
for
you
fun.
a
They
Weather
do it. They do
Channel
it for
guy?
real. And you got to listen to them.
So, are you a Weather Channel guy or just a local news guy, weather guy? Which would
Friendly
you prefer?
neighborhood. Friendly
Really?
neighborhood.
You just
Friendly
prefer yourself.
neighborhood. I love it.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes I'll watch the Weather Channel, but
Hmm.
sometimes I'll watch the local, either or.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the weatherman. That's it. Just
It's just the
not
weather, man. You
news.
trust the
Not
weather, man.
news
Whatever
because
he
it's not news. It's just weather.
says.
I'm going to go with Al Roker on the Today Show.
Al Roker. Oh my God. That's the least I would
He's
listen
still
to.
around. He's still around. I didn't know he was still around.
I think he retired. No, I think he retired.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you remember Hurricane Shorts, right?
I don't
Yes.
remember. That doesn't seem familiar. Yeah.
He was he was
Yeah.
he was on Fox.
Okay.
They call him Hurricane Shorts. This little short guy. He reported. He reported.
Oh.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
interesting.
He was all right.
Interesting. So, what is your advice for those folks out there, Mr. Weatherman? What advice you give them for, the rest of the day? What would you say as local weather guy?
Well, stay inside unless you have to be out shoveling. Other than that, it's shovel and back into your house. There's no need to be driving anywhere. You should have gotten your eggs, bread, and milk already. So
That's
there's no
right.
need. There's no need to run out anymore until the next day.
Gotcha. Great
Stay
advice.
calm.
Well,
Stay calm.
thank you, Mr. Weatherman. You have been awesome. Your
He is
information
awesome.
definitely
Thank
has
you.
helped, and hopefully
Yeah.
people will take your advice.
All right.
I hope so too. I hope everyone's safe out there.
I just want to say one thing. I miss you, brother.
I miss you too. I miss you too. I miss you too. Yeah, for you folks out there, yes, this is my little brother from Jersey. Yeah.
Little brother. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Little brother.
This is my first time on his podcast. I've heard it before one time. I'm a very busy man, just working two jobs and stuff like that. So I don't sometimes have time. But today I had a lot of time, and I was so excited to be a part of this. I would like to thank my brother and Miss Lorraine. You too. You were wonderful.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you. Well, your brother's very talented.
yeah,
He's gaining popularity across all platforms as we
yes,
speak.
I'm excited for him. We're all
Yes.
very proud of him, and keep it going. And
Thank
he's been a smart guy since I've known. So
Oh,
what I mean, like he was a writer before his time. You
yeah,
know,
I
yeah,
believe it.
yes. So
Well, thank you much. I appreciate it.
yeah,
All right then. Well, you have a good one, little brother. You stay safe, and until next time.
you too.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe.
Spread
Bye,
the word.
Michael.
Spread
Bye,
the word. You have a
Ismail.
good one,
All right, bye
Lorraine.
Stay
bye.
safe. Bye
You
now.
too. All right, bye bye.
Wow, that was great. Calling all the way from South Jersey. Those folks over there in New Jersey, they getting that big snowfall over there. They get it harder than what they get over here in the South. It's always an interesting time over there when the weather's like this. But yeah, remember those big blizzards over there back in the day? Yeah, boy, you don't never forget. Anyway, everyone stay safe out there. If you don't need to go out anywhere, don't go anywhere. Stay home, stay with your family, stay safe, drink your coffee, stay warm, drink your cocoa if you have to. But just stay home and enjoy your day, enjoy this day, enjoy this blessed day, and enjoy the scenery. It's gonna be again, it's gonna keep going until probably 5, 6 o'clock over here, 5, 6 p.m. Over there, folks over there in New Jersey, they got until what? 12, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's quite a ways. So, but anyway, stay safe, everyone. You know what I say? Don't forget your coffee. Have a good one.